Let's jump into how you can double your money in the NBA with totals in just 2 easy steps. So first step of what you're going to want to do is any day that there is a whole slate of NBA games, you want to direct your attention to the totals. So what you're going to do is you're going to go and you are going to scan the slate on the totals for games that are 240 or higher. Now let's get to step number 2, the most important part. So once you have been able to scan the slate, now this is going to be a live betting strategy. So you need to have 2 separate sports books open because you're not going to be doing this at the same sports book. First, when the game starts, you're going to take that total, either over, under, it really doesn't matter, whatever the line is that the game starts at. Now, you are going to be monitoring this game to see how that line fluctuates, because in the NBA, once the game goes off, the live totals start fluctuating. Depending on if they start missing shots, it'll drop down to 230. If they come out hot, it'll go up to 250. So what you need to keep track of, though, is exactly what you bet to start. So for example, let's say that you took the over 240 to start the game. As the game progresses and the game goes on, you are looking for a 10 to 15 point differential of the opposite bet that you put in. So that game starts out, they come out the gate not too decent. Let's say the line starts going up to 243, they miss some shots, it goes down to like 237, but you took the over to start. Now what you're looking to do is for them to run and come out the gate decent, but then start gaining momentum. So if you bet the over, you're looking to get a higher number. Now let's say that they are firing on all cylinders. That total goes from 240 in the first 6 minutes, goes up to about 250, 252. Now what you would do is you would go on a different sports book and you would take the under. So let's say under 252. So now you got over 240 and a half and you got under 252. So during the game now, no matter what, you're not going to lose a unit. But now you have about a 12 point range to where you could hit a middle bet and you can win both bets, which would be doubling your money. So that is the goal of this strategy of what you want to do. Now, if you don't hit that middle, you will occur a loss, but the loss will be very minimal because ideally you're betting these pretty much at minus 110. So when the game starts, you're taking the over under at minus 110. And then when you're taking that live bet, which is usually minus 110 as well. Now that might have been a little bit complicated. So we're going to go through it one more time. We're going to kind of itemize this a little bit. So make sure you scan your sports books, look for the totals in the NBA for 240 or higher. Now you're going to have 2 separate sports books open, and then you're going to be watching this game because you're going to be doing it live. Take the bet over under to begin the game. The game is going to fluctuate. The only time it doesn't is rare cases where, let's say you took the over and right out the gate, these guys can't make a shot, and the whole game they can't make a shot, so that line just keeps diving. But most of the time you're able to get 2 separate bets here. The game starts, you pick over under, and you're betting the opposite of that when you find a line on that total that falls in that line about 10 to 15 points from what you put your original bet in. Again, let's go for an example now, saying that you started the game and you took the under. Total opened up, you got it at 240 right when the game starts. Now you're waiting for that line to drop. So let's say that line drops. At the end of the first quarter, it was decent. It's still hovering that like 237 range. They had an average first quarter. Second quarter comes in, they're missing a couple shots here and there. Now it's started to drop. Gets down to 232. Now you would be taking the over. So if you took over 228, now you have over 228 and under 240. So now again, you're getting 12 points of a wedge there to where you could hit a middle and win both your bets. It's very crucial to make sure that you are betting the minus 110, because if you're betting any more and you don't hit that middle, then your small percent that you know you're going to lose will grow if you're not on those minus 110 bets on each side. But if you somehow take a total on this side that's like minus 160 and you opened up and took a total that was minus 110, then no, you could occur a decent sized loss if you don't hit that middle. But you are looking for a middle and a wedge of about 10 to 15 points in between those numbers that you're going to pick. So could have been a little bit complicated of how I explained it to you guys, but it is more simple when you are looking at it. Basically, find the total, watch the game live, you're betting both sides, and then you're trying to meet a middle. That's really the only thing it is. Just remember when using this strategy that the bigger the gap that you create, the more chance that you are going to hit a middle. So I did give you a range of about 10 to 15, but it doesn't stop there. There are some games in rare cases where you can get 20 to 25 points of a differential. So just remember, the bigger the gap, the higher the chance are that you are going to meet that middle.